That's wrong. He forgot to change the title. Oops, hang on 1 second. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, testing, did it work? Are we back? Yes. I'll be doing more scrunklies next week, okay? Next week, I put it on the schedule. Today, we're hanging out, and I'm going to show you a secret. Mysteries. A secret. Don't tell Isla. Isla, if you're watching, don't watch. Go away. I love you, but go away. Let's get those ads out of the way. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah. Lori! Hi, Lori! I've missed you. Mod check, mod check. Can I get a shout out for our lovely water haunts? Hello, my lovely. How are you? I've missed you. We've both been hit by the bad luck genes. I'm doing so much better. I am. I'm doing so much better. Let me turn off the epic reverb. I got the okay. You know what? We'll chat here in just a moment and I'll give you all the deets. You're feeling types are hard. Hi, Sean Anderson. Welcome on the YouTube side of the house. Welcome. My laugh isn't cute, it's intimidating. Come on. Not you guys too. Did you see? We got hit with the I only follow bottoms. We had to have a kink discussion. No, I'm not in the bathroom. It's my karaoke reverb. I need to redo my reverb is what that means. Welcome. This once upon a time was going to be the reverb I used if I brought you all into my temple. But I digress. That did not occur. How sad for me. More sad for you. Hi. Welcome to you. Hi. It's good to see you. You can't see me, but I can see you. You like my little wiggly? I'm in your wall. Let's go. Come into the apartment, cuties. Let's hang out a bit. Now I see you. Hi. Hi, cuties, and welcome to D. I should probably move away from the corner a little bit. I was over here because yesterday we were doing art stuff. And believe it or not, I'm still doing some art stuff. But it's a secret art. Can I tell you why the Templates and Session series didn't pan out? I might use it later. Honestly, you should be in bed. Oh, I'm sorry you have to do adulting right now, but I'm also really proud of you for doing adulting. And hi, darling, it's good to see you again, our favorite Bush. Hello. I'm doing some secret art right now, and I thought I could work on it while we all chatted a little bit, because I've been trying to finish this for 2 weeks, and I'm failing because I'm not an artist. As you guys saw yesterday with Skrunkly art, it's difficult for me to art because I am not able to... I consider people who can natively draw things to be artists. So let me put it that way. Because I'm not able to create stuff natively without templates or without heavy reference usage, I still consider myself a Sharingan user. So I'm very much a copycat artist, and even though that's not how I'd like to be, that is the nature of my art. Hi, welcome to D. Thank you for the boop. How are you guys doing? Happy Friday! You made it to Friday. Hi, welcome to D. Well, see, I feel like I am comfortably able to use references, and I can draw clothing pretty well. But I find when I try to go and do like doodles on my own, it'll take me quite a long time. So if I'm lucky, once in a blue moon, I will be able to draw decently, or what I consider to be passable. Once in a blue moon, I will actually draw well. Thank you very much for the head pat. I appreciate it. So, Lori, thank you so much for stopping by. You had asked earlier how I am doing. For those of you who weren't here from my little bitty updates of stuff in Whimsy, let me give you the deets, alright? So for those who didn't know, D, for the past 8 weeks or so, it's been longer than 8 weeks actually, I have been recovering from pericarditis, believe it or not. I had a virus that I contracted from one of my housemates that made me incredibly sick, to the point where my heart got inflamed, and I've had to be very careful for the past few weeks. So I was very excited because Tuesday I got to do my follow-up with the cardiologist. Also, Lori, the soup fish that you told me about forever ago, you are a lifesaver. That little iron soup fish is amazing. Yes. Thank you so much. I love it. And I've been feeling like way better just because of magical soup fish. Literal magic. Lori told me about this little fish that you can put inside like your soups and stews, and I love me a good cuppa. I love a good cuppa. And it adds a little bit extra iron to all the things you eat. And I've been so sure that I've been iron deficient for like ever. And Lori was like, oh, look, here, magical soup fish. And it's so good. It really does help. Thank you so much for that. Like, saving my life. Lori, saving my life. One soup fish at a time. It's really cool. I didn't know it existed. I'm so glad that you brought it up. I never would have known had you not said anything. So that helped, along with just resting my heart, because anemia had something to do with it, and it has made like my monthly courses way less painful. So another win, yeah. So I on Tuesday got cleared by the cardiologist. I'm no longer on medication for my heart. I don't have to monitor my heart rate anymore. I'm very excited with that. So I can now start easing back into activity. She told me no more heart rate monitoring. From here, it's just body check. She's like, if you feel the squeeze, you know to stop and rest for an extra day. And I was like, really? She's like, yes. So you can start having coffee again. I can have coffee again! Ooh, I'm so excited. I've been having a weak cup of coffee. Not a full strength, but you know what? I'm gonna take it.
It's so much better than no coffee, and I am so happy. Weak cup of coffee is better than no cup of coffee. After 9 weeks of no coffee, it tastes like heaven. Yeah, it's a literal iron fish. It is. My head hurts a lot less looking at screens, but I do have to take brain breaks. I think it's something to do with the lights that a computer screen gives off, despite having, like, here, look, I'll get into my cozy gear. Despite having special glasses that helps me with looking at screens, it's not
left, D8 mid, D8 right.
100%. Oh, Dragon, thank you so much. Thank you for the resub. I appreciate it. Hi, Connor. No, I don't use a nightlight on my monitor. I do have dim settings, so it makes the screen like more orangey at certain times of the day.
Hello, D.
So I have that. That I do have. A good suggestion. Thank you. Hi, welcome to D. I'm so excited to be able to have normal coffee again. So that started this week. I can have a weak cup of coffee. And what I can also do is I can start doing PT again for what feels like the first time. I had the time of my... What? Yes, Christopher Kelly, what is... What? You grabbed my face, what is it? What? What is it? I'm looking at you. What do you want? Vil! Hi, Vil! Our baby crab, hi! You literally just grabbed my face for the sake of grabbing my face? How rude. You bunch of goobs. Hi, Vil! I was talking to Vil this morning. Vil was like, so I saw this shout out. What? Why you shout me out? We had to talk about the bottoms conversation from yesterday. Thank you for the hug. I'm so happy to be back and to be healing. That is what I'm doing. We're healing. So I can have coffee again. I can have a very weak cup of coffee. I have been able to slowly get back into fitness. I'm allowed to start doing cardio. So I went on a couple of long walks to just see how does the body feel when I'm just doing a long walk. And I seem to be holding up okay. But I was only able to do like 2-3 miles, which is way more than I was. So I'm going to count those blessings before the body was like, yeah, no, you need to chill right now. So I have to take it easy today. Even though I feel like I have all of the energy in the world, I have to take it easy. So I'm going to be smart. I'm going to take it slow. And I will get back to my routine slowly but surely. So I am doing so much better. Lori, thank you for the big hug back to you. Yeah, Bill, you were like, excuse me, ma'am, why are you shouting me out? Hello, what I do? And I'm like, because you're our favorite crab. Do you need another reason? And you're like, yes, you do. So for those of you who weren't here yesterday, our lovely friend, I only follow bottoms, decided to follow D. We had to have a kink discussion about, okay, people be freaking out because they think bottom equals submissive. And I was like, oh honey, no, let's have a talk. And I feel like a lot of people don't understand that you can absolutely be a bottom and you can be dominant, because bottom just means you're a recipient. It was funny. It made me laugh that you were like, excuse me, ma'am, hello, what's this? Ooh, what this? And I'm like, get loved on, our adorable little crab, get loved on. Power bottoms, thank you, let's go, Lori's got it. Ooh, fingies, ooh. I bottom from the top, from the bottom to the top. It is funny. I get that colloquially people are like, oh, bottom equals sub. No, it does not. 2 to 3 miles is good. Thank you, Connor. I'm doing my best. So bottom just means you are a receiver, you are a recipient, and it means that you are receiving the action. That's it. You receive the action. Top is a giver. Top is someone who is performing said action. I enjoy giving more than I enjoy receiving. Although I do enjoy a little power bottoming because the whole yes, you're doing so good, just keep it up is like a lot of fun. I enjoy that dynamic a lot, but I really enjoy doing the thing to another person. So understand the difference. But that was funny as all heck. I feel like, and I told you this, that there could be a whole series dedicated to are you a bottom? Just the stuff. And introducing people to the nuances behind these words and colloquialisms. It's not a Wendy's, it's my apartment. And I'm drawing in the background. You guys can't see. I should share what I'm drawing. It's a secret. Isla, if you're here, don't look. How dare I break out that voice? Oh, I'm so sorry. I should have warned you guys. I'm sorry. I should have prefaced it. The voice has power. I did the same thing to I Only Follow Bottoms yesterday. Thank you for the head pat. The glasses do nothing to ease the blow of that voice. Here, wait. If I change into Cozy D, does that make it better? Does the fact that I'm only wearing thigh highs make it better? I feel like this outfit is a little more dangerous than my other outfit because, oh man, just thighs. The lucky insurance guy. So, it'll end up like the Always Sunny, where they talk about twinks, bears, and otters. So, if you guys have missed... Oh, thanks for the nuts. I could use a snack. Lori, thank you for your nuts in my face. I love you and appreciate you. So what's been going on with D? If you guys are catching up with the deets, I've been sick with pericarditis, and then 3 weeks ago now, oh my god, 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, I was rear-ended when I was on my way to visit my dad and my sister who was in town. We were gonna go see a play. Yeah, 3 weeks ago, I was mildly concussed in a car accident, and the insurance guy who's working this whole case with D was trying very, very nervously to help me through the process, because I'm guessing he was new at processing a claim in the middle of an injury site, and he was trying to walk himself through the courses, and he didn't know if I needed medical attention or not. He was panicking, and I broke out a good boy, and I'm pretty sure that awoke something. Like, he was trying very hard to help me at the scene of the accident. I was on the phone with him, and he's like, okay, ma'am, so I think I need, hang on, I gotta go through all these tabs. I'm sorry, there's so much stuff that I need to go through. And I'm like, it's okay, take a breath. It's gonna be fine. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. I'm not going anywhere. I've been hit, and I'm not gonna go anywhere until you get me a tow, okay? So just walk me through step by step. And he's like, okay, I think I can do that. And I'm like, that's a good boy. So what's the next thing I need to do? I didn't even realize that I did it until like the words were out of my mouth. I felt so bad. He was so nervous. I mean, he actively calmed down, but still I felt so bad. I'm like, I'm just gonna pretend, the insurance guy, I'm just gonna pretend that I didn't say anything and you didn't hear anything, and we're gonna continue as normal. So that happened, and I'm gonna try, and hopefully I'm gonna try and never do that again to unsuspecting insurance people. Hi, Isaac on the YouTube side. Welcome to D. This is the thunk. No, I heard him go, yes, ma'am. And he did audibly, like, take a breath and follow my instructions. Not freaky. I just know that if I can calm people with that voice, we'll get some stuff done. What did I do? Okay, the short version.
I'm a cat now! Short version with cat me. Delicious nuts. What did I do? So, oh, you know what? Let me show you what I'm drawing. You guys have been hearing me yap and I'm drawing in the background. You can't see. Isla, if you're here, go away. I love you, but go away. It's Isla's birthday today. And I've been working on something for Isla for like 2 weeks, but I keep not having time to finish it and my perfectionism is not helping. So I finally finished my line art the other day and now I'm doing the coloring as fast as humanly possible to try and finish this by today. But it's a pain in the patootie. Here, let me show you. I gotta finish coloring this part and then I will show you. You're just gonna see thighs. What did I do? So what happened was, while we were at the site of the accident, and he was at the car accident that happened, while I was at the site, I was on the phone with the insurance guy, and insurance guy was panicking because he didn't know to call the ambulance or which thing to do first. It was probably his first time handling an emergency. So long story short, what ended up happening was Dee talked him through it, slowed him down, and then gave him a good boy. Yes, you see thighs. They're not naughty thighs, they're just thighs. And my line art, I forgot to clean it up before I rasterized the vector, so it's a little wonky. So Dee cannot normally do art, but if I spend forever and your mother trying to make art happen, sometimes I can do art. I gotta remember. It's the inside of her cloak. Also dark. No, it's not the inside. I can't actually see the inside, so I'm gonna guess it is. Let's do the inside of your cloak. We're gonna do this. No, I'm gonna make it a blue color because otherwise you won't be able to see this color. I'm gonna change this. Hang on. We're gonna put the inner color as this dark mid-blue color. I'll show you guys what I'm doing. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to D. Listen, listen, listen. The good boy will make any man melt. Is this true? The more I bring this up to people, the more I'm really curious. That's fine, Isaac. Go ahead and lurk. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. So, I wonder this if, like, perhaps call it the patriarchy or whatever you will, but does society force guys to be so on point to a level of specifics so that anytime they get that good boy, it's just sort of a sigh of relief internally? Is that really what we have done to males in our society? I wonder if it has that effect on everyone. Is it just nice to know that you've done a good job? You find it off-putting? See, I don't know if it's for everybody. The patriarchy hurts everyone, men and women. For the most part, yeah. So it is kind of comforting. Okay, I'm gonna keep this in mind. This tells me that it's okay to use that, but I do look for the signs. Insurance guy was just so flustered. It was hard not to. He was so flustered that I'm like, oh, okay, he needs some guidance. So all of my instincts kicked on. Men don't get recognized for their hard work. This is true. They're just expected to work hard, and that's not fair to anyone. That's unrealistic to ask of anyone. Oh, I did that wrong. There we go. Let's get this part in. Fill her in! There's probably easier ways to go about filling this part in, but I am still a novice at using art programs, so I don't know. Thank you so much for the sub! Hi-ya-ya-ya-ya!
19 legs of DD they Toshi D they
I don't have
Toshi.
that many legs. Cease your tomfoolery. Immediately. I don't have that many legs, and you know it. You know! Now looking for praise, but you think it would short circuit you either because you can't take compliments and suddenly awkward. My instincts kicked in. I couldn't help myself. I don't know. I find it so much easier to be in a position of control. That's me. But I also think that stems from my inability
to let other people be in control. I've had one too many people try to take a position of control with like intimacy, and it doesn't pan out well. But I do believe everyone deserves, at least at one point in time or another, to let go, to actually brain off, and to let someone else just guide you either in life, in work, or in intimacy. It's nice. I've had a bedmate before tell me, it's okay, you can turn your brain off now, and then immediately afterwards tell me, I just need you to give me like a list of everything you want to do. Or, you don't have to think right now, but I also need you to think right now. Is what it felt like. And I'm like, you're doing it wrong. Stop. You had a flashback to getting praised in school for the first time? Oh, it froze you! No! Don't freeze! It's a good thing. But it also goes to show that, like, we're not used to getting praise. We're not used to being told that we are enough and we're doing good. And that's unfortunate. You deserve to know that people appreciate you. I need to get real close for this color. I'll do that one. You deserve to know that you are appreciated and that your efforts are not going unnoticed, kind of thing. I'll zoom out eventually so you guys can see what I'm drawing here. It took me forever to get this line art. I was drawing and redrawing it over and over and over again for what feels like forever. Okay, let me clean this up right here. I'm gonna erase this part. Whoa. There, that's nice. We'll just put this on the pocket. Isn't the pocket that color? Yeah, pocket's that color. Yeah. Alright. Looking good. Far too often, praise comes before a large request. Ooh, yeah, I hate that. I hate that so much. But I've also had a partner in the past who needed an exuberant amount of praise, and I had to gentle how I requested anything because they themselves suffered with like a large amount of anxiety. And like, there's no problem with calming or helping someone who is suffering and struggling, but there does come a point where it's like, okay, baby, I know you're anxious. You also need to be doing your own internal work too, to work on that anxiety. I can't be responsible for your healing because I'm not supposed to be your therapist. I'm supposed to be your partner, and that kind of thing. So there's a line where it's, are they trying to gentle things for you because they are afraid that they're going to hurt you, or are they doing this because they really do want to praise you? And then it's hard to know the difference or the truth. Yeah. Wait. Okay, it is the line art. It's the line art. Oh, what's this? No. What if I just erase? Yeah. Forgetting how I made my lines. How do I even make my lines? How do we even make lines? Nobody knows. And now, can I? Nope. I will just add the dark color to the outside and that'll fix this. Yay. You passed your driver's permit test. Oh my goodness, congratulations. That's a huge achievement. That's huge. Congratulations. You can now go run amok. What's your first order of business as a capable driver? Run amok? Hi, welcome to D! I'm in cat form right now because they've transformed me. It takes about 10 minutes and then I will turn back into giant woman. I'm drawing something for my friendo's birthday, which is today. I've been trying to finish this in my downtime and failing miserably to finish it over the past couple of weeks. So I'm like hurriedly trying to finish it now. It's just because I went total perfectionist on it though, and that's what's hurting me. I tried to be super perfect about the line art. Don't be perfect. Go for progress, not perfection. Otherwise you'll be like D and you'll never finish anything. Oh, you passed the knowledge test. Okay, so you're gonna be doing driver's training next? Very important. Oh, that's right. It's tomorrow, the 17th. Oh my god. Isn't today Friday? Friday, she's doing her thing. She's doing her whatchamagooget. The thing. She's doing a birthday event. And we're all hanging out. Deadlines are never real until they arrive. No! That's not the case. Hang on. I went for... Thank you! Wait, no, I'm not adorable. I'm a menace. Wait. Wait. Bam! There. This is my true form. So now you know. Hi, I'm D! We're doodling a little bit today. Here, I'm gonna go back to cozy. And then... so that I can continue doodling. Am I a menace? Shut up. You guys made me draw the red panda. That's not me and you know it. You know! You're doing this just to be a heckin' goober. I will find you and I will bite you consensually. Today is the birthday event. Yes, yes, yes. I'm going to color this line. This is the next line that gets colored. That is, again, making very technical art noises where we just animate the lines as we draw them. Alright, what's her cute underskirt color? There we go. Underskirt color. So then I'll put this underneath here. And I'll call this one
Here you go.
skirt color. Because I'm going to come back in and I'm going to go and add some like shadows and highlights and things on these layers once I've gotten the majority of it colored in. So I'm separating all of my stuff into different layers. Here, I will maximize this window a little more so you can see the thing in the corner, which shows you like, it shows you kind of what the doodle looks like in the corner. You can see it up there. Yeah. You don't get bad when you bite back? Okay, I won't get mad. If you bite back, it is now a competition on biting. But it's true. If you bite someone, you have to be okay with getting bit back. That's the law. No biting unless you're prepared to be bitten back. Oh, this skin shadow isn't connected here. Why? I fix. I'm gonna take this color, we'll make it just a little darker, and let's get that line art color. Fill her in. Oh, that can be way darker. If I've learned nothing else from trying to understand coloring, it's that sometimes just adjusting the line art color to be a slightly darker version of the color you're using to fill an area can make it blend in a lot nicer. My line art is not very clean on this piece, but it's okay. Progress, not perfection. Yes, yes, yes. Lovely. Now where's the skirt? I'm gonna fill in underneath the line art so it doesn't look patchy. There we go. Looking good. Oh no. My wiggly hands are trying to undo all of my hard work. Bite and skitter away? No, no, no. Don't run. If you run, it means that you bit and you cannot dish it out. You can dish it, but you can't take it. That's rude. If you bite, you have to be prepared to get bit back. That's the law. And if you're like, no, I don't want to be bit back, then don't bite. This is actually a kind of training that you use on dogs. My bestie growing up, they trained hunting dogs. And one of the labs that they trained previously was very enthusiastic, and it liked to jump on people, and it got in people's personal space. It was just not a good day for anyone. And here, let me make this one the belt layer. And so what happened was Papa Papa R, I'll call him Papa R, the one who trained said dogs, would grab them by the scruff and bite them on the bridge of their nose. I always found this really odd. I was like, why you bite them? And he's like, well, you have to teach them that if they're going to bite, they have to prepare to be bit. And this is also a move that shows dominance to said dog. Yeah. You can polish the rough draft, but you can't refine a blank page. Oh, I love that. You can polish a rough draft, but you can't refine a blank page. Ooh, well, that's nice. That's deep. That's profound. Did you come up with that right now? You should be very impressed. That's really good. I like it. You got some nice words. I like your pretty words. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to D. I'm just doing some cozy doodling. I'm trying to finish a piece for a birthday gift, which I wanted to be done today, but I was trying to be a perfectionist with the way I drew this line art, and I'm still not satisfied with it, but it's good enough, and I want to make sure I can get it to her before I run out of time. Because that's the big concern is, oh no, I could run out of time, and then I won't be able to give this to her, and that's not cool. So, it's very important to be able to give this to her for her birthday. Actually, I'm gonna do underneath this underbelt. Do another layer so I don't have to worry about being too clean. Make this bigger. Yeah. It's a motto you remind yourself when you work so you can keep putting words on the page. I love that. Any writers up in here? Thank you for the aggressive positivity! Your Majesty! Hello, Dan! Welcome to D! Welcome, Dan! How are you doing? Thank you so much for the love, Your Majesty. Happy Friday into the weekend for you all. Do you guys have fun plans for the weekend? My big sister Gigi is coming back in town. Hey. Don't touch the egg! Stop! Don't be sorry. It's there because I want it to be. If I didn't want it to be there, I wouldn't have it. I would remove it. Okay? If I didn't want it to be there, I would remove it. So because I have not removed it, you can stand rest assured that I did in fact want it to be there. All right, I'm going to steal the dark blue that she uses for her own line art here so that I can recolor. Cheese. Thank you for the cheese. This line art. Oh no, cleavage! Watch out! Cleavage! It's dangerous. Magic the Gathering, your local game store? Oh my goodness, have so much fun! Big sister Gigi is coming back into town, and we're gonna go take my niece and nephews to the Renaissance Fair! Ah, dang it. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen listening to the stream, if you or a loved one are allergic to cringe, please avert your ears. You are about to experience cringe. Again, if you or a loved one are allergic to cringe, please avert your ears. You are about to experience cringe. Thank you. There's your cringe. You're welcome. We now return you to your slightly less cringe stream. Your ears are bleeding. I warned you to avert your ears. You have no one to blame but yourself. No one but yourself to blame. You can't blame D. No blame. Only you. You love the Ren Fair? I haven't gotten to go yet. I was supposed to go with some housemates, but I don't know. They don't want to hang out anymore. So I'm like, hey, big sister, you are coming into town and you're going to spend the weekend with the niece and nephews. Do you want to go to the Ren Fair? And she's like, do I? So now we're going to make a thing out of it. I'm excited. I haven't been to the Ren Fair yet this year. I have to go at least once every year. Thanks for the follow. Your ears are bleeding positive. How the heck is your ears bleeding ever a positive thing? Please explain to D how this is positive. Please do not bleed your ears regularly. It's probably not good for you. You might want to get that one checked out. It could potentially be dangerous. You know, just a little bit danger soup in the ears. Okay, I need that area too. Is it the same color on the neck? Yes, it is. Okay. I need to get rid of that line on the line art. Gosh diggity danged darned it. Okay. Ooh. There we go. And then to the top color again. I'm finished filling her in. Very important. And that will be shadowed. Good cardiovascularity. The biggest Ren Fair shut down. Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that. You've never gone to a Ren Fair, Shy Guy? Oh my goodness. I'm a huge nerd, so I absolutely love Ren Fairs. That is my thing. If I can't LARP, I'm going to a Ren Fair. If I can LARP and Ren Fair, I'm gonna do it both. It's primarily shopping for cool gear to take to my next LARP, if I'm being honest. But I love the food, I love the games, I love the people, I love the ambiance. I love going and getting to pretend you're something you're not for a day. It's so much fun. I cannot recommend it more. 12 out of 10 would recommend the Renaissance Fair to anyone who has not yet gone. Please give it a try. It's a great time. Color it in. Right there we go. And this part too is also part of the shirt. All right, where am I on to next? The mid top is just a darker color blue. I think it's the same blue, it's just shadowed. So I'm gonna go with that. Top color. And then we will shadow you later with all of the effects. Lovely. Okay, I need to get this calf part right here. And I can't draw feet, so I didn't draw feet. Hi, welcome to D. You know who else is a great time? Your mom. Dang it, Bemis. Hi, Rainbow. We're gonna be playing a game with Rainbow and the homies in a little while. So what I'm doing is I'm killing time right now. This will be on top of the skin. This will be calf stuff. just calf stuff on top of the skin layer. Bemis just woke up. Good morning, Bemis. Welcome to the world of the living. I hope that this day treats you well. Filler in. I need a bigger pen. I have a pen. I'm drawing Isla. Isla pen. It's not how that song goes. Don't worry about it. Yeah, can't you get more sleep? We don't have a thing for like another 2 hours. You could sleep a little more. You got time. Gumpy, you keep saying that, but the last time I asked her if that was true, she said it was a lie that you are perpetuating and not to believe Gumpy's lies. So I'm inclined to believe Isla, because Isla has never lied to me. I'm inclined to believe that Isla is not, in fact, going by Kawaila, and that this is only wishful thinking, and that if you are under the assumption that if you say it enough, it will be true, but it is not. Okay, so here is just a shift. but it's the same color all the way down. And then I get a little color shift from this part up. That'll be fun to doodle. Get to do some airbrushing. I guess I'm zoomed in so far you can't really tell what's happening.
You should drink some water.
But I still want it to be a secret from Isla. Thank you, I will hydrate. Only when Isla says it. I'm gonna try to own that. I'm afraid of owning that though. What if I get a big head? If I believe that I am a good singer in the future, what if I get such a big head and I'm like, yes, I am the greatest singer that ever lived, and now you will worship my voice. Like that, then what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do if I go bad with power? It would be your fault. Are you going to take responsibility for me going mad with power? Because, again, it'll be your fault. What are you gonna do? Just so long as I don't discard I would summon Lee. Oh, it's true. She would probably pop up and be like, oh, really? You think you're a good singer? Really? You think that you, my sister, are a good singer? And then she's gonna let me show you how it's done. And then I would be destroyed. Yeah, that's way more likely. Whoa! Whoa! The calf has to go over the jacket. What? Oh, that's what's happening. Got it. I'm like, hold on, the calf needs to be in front of this. And it's both legs. Both legs. And then we get to do some shading, and it'll really make it pop. Once I have the body and the hair all flat colored, before we do shading, I'll zoom out and I'll show you what we got. And then you can tell me what you think. Like, what you think? Ooh. Ooh, it's nice. Ooh. And you can be like, oh my god, D, you can actually draw. And I can go, this took me 2 weeks. No, I'm not drawing on the wrong layer. Don't scare me like that. At least I'm self-aware. I won't let it happen. Paint brain, you say this. You say this, but I am not an artist. Only once in a blue moon can I actually draw well. And every other time, it's I need a bazillion references. So I believe that I can see something and go, I could fix this. It could be made better if I do X, Y, Z. But I lack the technical skills to do that, if that makes any sense. Like, I can look at a thing and go, oh yeah, I know how to fix that. I know how to make that a little bit better. I can do this. But the moment I try to do just that, it'll take me like 5 times as long as it would take someone else who has experience or who's been doing it longer than I have, because they know the tools and stuff like that. Yeah, I saw Rainbow Koi said that there's another storm headed her way. So she might be spotty today for doing Dungeons and Bemis. Dungeons and Bemis. Hi, welcome to D. How's it sphinxing? Oh, that's so cute. I love that. Welcome! Happy Friday! We're doing some cozy art stuff right now, whilst I am biding my time until we go hang out with Bemis and friends and play more Dungeons and Chaos Dragons. It'll be great. It's thundering where you live. Oh my goodness, be safe. You had a tornado hit your town? Lori! Oh my goddess! Lori! Oh my god. I hope you're okay. How's your head doing? Friggin' really big storms, like the kind that messes with my brain to the point where it causes like thunderstorms, lightnings, and tornadoes. I say that like lightnings is a plural. That always makes my head hurt because I'm like, wow, there's a lot of electricity in the air. I can usually feel a storm before it happens because, believe it or not, my nose will tingle. Is the funniest thing. When I was little, I was fascinated by the fact that I learned that, oh wow, wait, where's the skin stuff? I'm drawing on the wrong layer again. That my nose would tingle right before a storm. And my mom was like, that's not a thing. That doesn't happen. And I'm like, but it does. I feel like there's a storm coming. And she wouldn't believe me. And then there would be a storm. Your ears? Oh no. I hate when the barometric pressure is like, did you want your ears to feel normal today? Whoopsie. We're about to have fun. Hopefully we have enough people. If we don't, we can play another game. We can always do Gartic, but the topic of Gartic is we have to draw our adventure so far as we remember it. Because that could get ridiculous. Just saying. That could be beautifully chaotic. Oh. Oh no! I colored outside of the lines too much. Okay. Now we'll take this color, make it a smidge darker, and we'll go to the line art. Oh, let me fill her in with a little bit of line art pizzazz. Oh yeah, look at that pizzazz. Looking good. Can't really tell a difference, which is the goal. To just very slightly differentiate this from the color around it. Oh yeah. Lovely. There we go. Just a slight difference in shapes. That's all we want. Everything else nice and smooth. Real smoothie. Okay, that's the calf stuff. Calf stuff. Oh, too far. And I also got the jacket. Yep, let's get that part. Oh, too much. Okay. And here. And there. Let's get the outline over here of the jacket. Nope, too much. Fill her in. Okay, now I can do the edge work of the jacket. And then I think it's time to go on to the fluff and her hair and her face. And I think that'll be good. Yeah. Gartic and gargoyles. Ooh. Oh, I like that. Gartic and gargoyles. That's cute. I'm the gargoyle. Please melt my frozen heart. Oh man, did anyone else watch Gargoyles, the cartoon? I don't remember a lot of it. I was very little when it was out. And I think I was watching the reruns of it. But I very distinctly recall many romantic moments with gargoyles. And I was like, oh my god, was this the reason that I got into monster romance? You love watching it? Oh my goodness! I hope they enjoy it, Father Malakis. Thank you for the biddies!
The first cats were domesticated by sailors in Egypt as they warned of storms and kept tracts away.
Yes.
That's why
Correct.
cats are good luck for sailors.
Cats are very much good luck. You are correct. Gaunt Gamer, you did your research. Domestic cats. So all big cats you see were what our domesticated cats used to be. I want you to imagine that the next time you think random woman is crazy for running up to a dang tiger and going, kitty, because it's the same thing. Trust. You wear a gargoyle Halloween costume? Okay, that's super cute. I really enjoy gargoyles, and I wish that I could remember more of it. But I feel like the more I try to recall, the less I actually remember of it. I just remember being kind of sad that this woman was in love with, like, a gargoyle, that I felt like he could never actually be with her, and that was a little sad. It was like, oh, they love each other, but they can't really be together until it's certain times of the day. And then years later, I would run into the, what's it called? The Polar Bear King. Has anyone ever heard that story? They made a movie out of it. I don't recall much of the movie, but I know it was a book. the polar bear king syndrome of some kind. It is another story wherein there is a king of a kingdom. Yeah, go figure. And said king, there was a witch who fell in love with him. You remember most of the cast of Star Trek was in it? Oh, okay, that's really cool. I did not know they were the voice actors, but I could see it. You watched Gargoyles for a full year or two ago? Yeah, I need to rewatch it because my small child brain doesn't remember much of it. But so Polar Bear King is the similar story where the, like, two people who are supposed to be together could only be together at a certain time of day. Polar Bear King is there's a witch who falls in love with the king and he doesn't love her back. And she tries everything to win his heart. And then he's like, no, I refuse. So she's like, fine, I'm going to curse your whole kingdom. Talk about being a little bit over the top, madam. So she turns him into a polar bear. And she's like, you are now cursed to roam the world and you will only regain your human form at night. You will be forced to live this way until someone can love you for this period of time. And then I guess I'll set you free. If you can, you know, find someone who'll love you. Ha ha hee hee hoo hoo, get wrecked. And so he's like, I will find someone, maybe, very Beauty and the Beast adjacent. So he does. He finds her. He finds a princess who he's like, you will be my bride. I will take you to be my queen. We can't see each other until the evening, and I can't let you ever see my face. And her sisters, they plot with her. They're like, why doesn't he want you to see his face at night when he becomes a man? Is he ugly? You should know what you're getting into if you're going to marry him. So they gift her trinkets of some kind to be able to see his face at night. And then that violates his pact with the witch. And he's like, how dare you? How could you? Now I have to go marry the witch. Ah, woe is me. I get a hot witchy wife. Man, count your blessings. But so Gargoyles always reminded me of Polar Bear King because of the whole they don't come alive until nightfall. And it's like the human female, if I recall correctly, was trying to keep their stuff safe while they were asleep, but there was no guarantee that she'd ever really be able to keep them safe from everything. Conundrum! You wouldn't mind a hot witch wife, right? Exactly. Why he complaining? Hot witch wife. Hello? I'm gonna make another layer. This will be calf rings. And thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to D. Is a Greek legend similar? Eros and Psyche, yes. I'm gonna need to do some Greek history lessons with chat, especially after 2.0. Wink. Because 2.0, we're getting a little more beastly. Can I say it like that? We're setting the beast free? Question mark? You will see a different side of D. You don't know the character? Gnome Knight. Psyche's living with Eros, but he's invisible, and her sisters are like, look at him at night when he's visible, and then doom befalls them. You don't know the character? Reminds you of Fiona from Shrek, but the transformation's backwards. Yep. What about boyfriend Excalibursaurus? Lady Hawk. Ooh. Girlfriend's a hawk during the day. And yeah, there's a lot of these day and night. Day and night. Someone becomes a different creature. I wonder which was the first. Hades playthrough when? Oh my god. We need to do a Greek history lesson and then play Hades. I have not played it. I have seen the notes and the screaming fangirling by my friends who have played it, but I myself have not. So I'm like, ooh, I might need to do a playthrough, but we need to do some Greek history first so that we can then look at the game and go, all right, how accurate is this? How lore accurate is it? Because you know me, I am a lore hound, and I appreciate the lore accuracy. So we need to make sure that they're being at least slightly accurate to the source material and giving us a run for our money, even if it's just fan fiction based on lore. I want that little tidbit of realism. Just give me a crumb of realism. That was so weird. Ignore me. I'm so weird, you guys. Oh, let me get that line art. Make that line art. Come on, make that line art. Make that line art. Come on, make that line art. Rock your body, but it's line art while you're doing art. It's more lore accurate than Disney's Hercules. Okay, so Disney's Hercules, it's got its ups and downs, but gosh, I really do like Hercules. Primarily, I love the muses, and I do appreciate that they tried to tell a good chunk of the story. Yes, Megara's situation was romanticized way more highly than it actually is. But you know what? I'm gonna give it a pass. I'm gonna give it a small pass, if only because I wish that was the way that their story went. And I'll leave it at that. I wish that that was the story that they have together. Not the, oh, and by the way, he's going to cheat on you repeatedly. Oh, and by the way, he's just as bad as his father. That's not what I want. That's not what I want people to enjoy, to dream of. No. Hercules is, yeah, it's one of the more accurate depictions, but like the stories that Disney based its movies on for the longest time, they're not nice stories. Those fairy tales are gruesome and very, very not what you would normally read to your children kind of stuff. At least nowadays, that they're quite violent in their origins. Like Little Mermaid is probably one of the least violent of them all, but this is because the violence is avoided by the mermaid committing friggin' unaliving herself. It is so sad. Looks at Disney's version of Balto, so that was a lie. Balto was very sweet and happy and cute, but there's a reason that there's a statue of Balto. They usually make statues of people, places, and things that are no longer around and in their memory. I feel like we as a society have this habit of romanticizing things that are no longer with us. Like a lot, to a concerning degree. We might want to get that checked out. Hey, society, why are we only celebrating things that died for our sakes and causes? Why can't we celebrate people who lived through struggles? Because if we did that, then my favorite ship in the Star Wars universe would have actually set sailed, and I'm still bitter about that. Yes, I mean, oh my gosh. Friggin' Little Mermaid, she has to cut off her fins to get legs, and she is given, like, she gives away her voice, that one's true. And then Little Mermaid, her sisters cut off all of their hair to get her a special knife. And if she kills the man she loves with this knife, she'll get her fins back before she turns into sea foam and disappears forever. Her sisters just don't want her to die. Pain and suffering. Pain and suffering all around. It's just not a happy way to be. Let's get the mid color. There we go. The floof color. All right, so underneath the top, I will put floof. Let's fill in the floof. You still cry when you see Sherami the pigeon? Aww. Yeah. Wait, what? What ship is this? What do you mean? What ship? We were talking about the Little Mermaid. That's what was just happening. Little Mermaid. Hans Christian Andersen was several kinds of mentally unwell. Yeah, but I mean, there were lessons in all of these stories. It was love at first sight may not actually be the love you think it is, and it's not worth sacrificing yourself for a man. But Little Mermaid had an interesting other story to it, which was all about these air spirits and about ascending to a higher realm of self after self-sacrifice. So it doesn't really follow what I wish the lessons were. It was, hey, Ariel, because you didn't kill the man that you loved, even though he's marrying someone else, and you didn't go to be with your family, you're gonna get to go be this really cool air spirit. You get to evolve, and your Chunibyo dreams get to be fulfilled, and you now get to be immortal and watch over everyone forever and ever and ever and ever. Congratulations. From mermaid to angel. Yeah. To air maiden. It was wild. And then we honor a guy who died of exhaustion by whole people running the same distance, the marathon. Yeah. We as a society are wickety wackety wonkus. The lesson is don't fall in love. Don't listen to strange women that you encounter. How about instead of falling in love like the movies tell you to, build a healthy relationship. There's a difference between love and lust. And love, like, okay, the two people that I have that are my example of this in life are like my second family. They are my military family and they're my bestie's family. My family was kind of broken and all over the place when I was growing up. We did not have a very happy childhood, which is sad, but it happens to a lot of people. And for my lovely second family, who are also the same family that trained those hunting dogs I mentioned earlier, thank you for the love. They met while they were in the military. And she was a medic, and he was an infantryman in the army. They are actually the reason why I decided to go army instead of like Air Force or joining the Navy. So they met, and they built an interesting friendship because he kept getting shot, like in the butt. He got shot in the butt 3 times. And she's like, are you literally just getting wounded this much because you want me to feel you in the... And he's like, I swear I'm not. But they built a friendship based off of him always getting her as his assigned medic. They found out they had a bunch of things in common. They became really close friends. They had a lot of fun just being around each other. And it started as this beautiful friendship. Yeah, the enemy just wanted to tap his A's. Absolutely. He did get Forrest Gumped 3 times. He hates that movie. But they were like, dude's just got so much cake, it's always sticking out of the bush. So, any hoozle magoozle, their friendship was slow and lasting. And they went through war together. And after that, they realized how much they meant to each other. And it was when they like redeployed home, they decided dating was the next step. So they built a solid friendship first. It was slow and it sort of came out of nowhere until it was the point where it was like, man, I really care about you. I would like to be with you more. It was so naturally the next step. And then dating turned into more. After years of being together and surviving some of the worst things that life and humanity could ever throw at you, then they decided to get married. They were friends and they were partners first. And that's how they always treated their relationship. Even on their worst days, they would fall back to that unbreakable bond that they had as friends to get them through hardship. I believe that's what love looks like. It's not a, oh my God, you're so pretty. Oh my God, I want you here, now, and all the time. It's an undeniable attraction built from knowing someone so completely that you can't imagine your life without them. It's being the best of friends together while also being your very own person. And it's giving each other the time and space to be those individual people without losing yourself. I feel like we glorify love. I feel like as a society, we tell people you should find someone you're attracted to that kind of treats you okay, and you should marry them. But there's so much more to it than that. Dating and trying to find someone is very difficult. Well, how are you going about it? I feel like society tells us you should go about dating. Just look for someone who shares some interest. Go and look, attempting to find a partner. But if I've learned anything from Mr. R and Ms. A, that my second family that I was just telling you about, is that's not what love is about at all. You should instead look to build incredibly lasting friendships. Because yes, you might be attracted to someone and might think that's love, but attraction's gonna die one day. You're both going to get deliciously old and wrinkled like a lovely prune or raisin. And hopefully you live that long to get to be rankled. This is a privilege. And if you don't have anything else to fall back on, your relationship will inevitably fall apart. Yeah. You don't think we glorify love? It's a different song and dance. People want what they don't have. Ooh, yeah. You want what you don't have. The grass is greener. Oh my goodness. Have you heard the story of the 1%? We're all gonna get old. This is a fact. We're all gonna get old. You're gonna get old. You're not gonna be beautiful forever. And then you're going to want someone who loves you for you. You're going to want someone who you enjoy spending time with. If you do not enjoy spending time with your significant other, if you don't have hobbies you do together, why are you with them? You should be together with someone who you want to do things with, who you want to have experiences with, and who you want to share those experiences with. I feel like my siblings are only now getting into very healthy relationships. Their significant others always invite them out together. They're like, oh, hey, I'm going to hang out with the gang. They hang out with a similar friend group, and they're like, come spend time with me. And they do this all together because they want to be with each other. And then you have the chance to say no. Yeah. Hi, Wumbly Grumbly. Oh my god, I love your name. Welcome to D. I'm doing some art while we're waiting
I've
to
done
see
dozens
what's up.
of different speed dating
Yeah?
or meetup events, and none of them have worked out
Oof,
for me.
yeah, don't.
I either don't connect
No.
with anyone, or if I get a number I get ghosted, and I'm starting to lose hope.
The speed dating stuff doesn't work. Don't do this. Don't do this to yourself. You're setting yourself up for disappointment and failure with speed dating. I offer to you instead, go to places where you would hang out to indulge in your hobbies. Because you're going to find a winner if you fall in like with someone that enjoys the same hobbies as you. I do feel like, okay, there was a point made in chat. We look for the thing we don't have. This is so true. So many people are out there looking for what they think they don't have instead of enjoying what they do. We do need to start with ourselves, because there is not a single person on the face of this planet that can make you happy. Period. No one person can make you happy. You are the only one who can give that to yourself. A relationship just enhances that happiness by giving you a friend, a confidant, and your favorite person to spoil that you can be with through everything. You've got to have that stability in yourself first. Otherwise, you're putting a lot of pressure on a future partner too, expecting them to bring you happiness. And this isn't very fair to them. It's got to start with you. All healthy relationships start with building a level of comfort in self. Let me find the dark color here. Ooh, this one. This one? Okay, there we go. Lovely. An accomplice even. An assistant, yes, it should be your rival. Friendly rivalry is always a winner. I don't know a single book where anyone has ever said, ew, they're rivals. That does not happen. Challenge each other to grow and be better people. Also understand that, like, when you're in a relationship, things aren't always pretty. They're not. In fact, things get real nasty often. I say this because there are people who believe that once they're in a relationship, they're gonna feel great. No, in fact, many times a relationship makes you feel awful. Let me give you the why. A relationship, and a healthy one, is going to challenge you. A healthy relationship is going to challenge your beliefs It's going to trigger you, and it is going to make you face your insecurities. It will. If you haven't done any of your own like internal work, sometimes being made to face these things causes people to run away from what were otherwise very healthy relationships. Yeah. You set up for failure if you don't have a big enough friend circle, you say? Because most relationships come from friends. Yeah. It's a great filter, because if you don't get along as friends, you're not going to get along as partners. You're not, says D out here being very, very single. You won't. If you're not friends, you're not going to get together as partners. It's just, it won't happen. Or if you do, it's going to be based on physical attraction, and it's not going to last. And you're going to hurt yourself, and you deserve better. There's nothing wrong with being single. Absolutely not. The only reason for people to want to be together is society has told us we need to. You don't. It is okay not to be in a relationship. And I am glad that we as a cumulative society are waking up to that fact. That, hey, yeah, it's okay to not be with someone. You are okay to just be by yourself, to exist and enjoy your peace. And in fact, sometimes it's better that way, because you don't have to move to someone else's rhythm that might not work with your own. You don't have to worry about upsetting someone with your habits. Being with somebody is challenging on so many levels. It really is. And we take some of that for granted. Tell us to your friends, yeah, being single is fine. Wake up, sheeple. It's fine. I know it doesn't feel fine. We glorify love. We tell ourselves, oh, but I want to be in love because being in love would be great. Being in love would make me feel happy. No. Being in love sometimes can make you feel worse. Being in love can make it worse. Why? Why would it make you feel worse? It's because, again, when you're in love, it's going to force you to face your trauma triggers. It's going to force you to face things you don't want to. And if you have not done your own healing work, if you haven't taken the time to get to know what you need, what you want, and what makes you happy, if you are not able to sit in peace with yourself, there is no amount of healing someone else can help you through. There's no amount of work that someone else could do that could ever please you. We have to do that work ourselves, and that's the hard part. Yeah, there are people who are chronically codependent, and they need someone, or they feel like they need someone to be with, that if they're not with someone, they feel like they can't function. That's dangerous. It's very important that we be okay on our own too. I say this to myself as well, because I have those moments where I'm like, man, I wish. And I have to check myself and go, what is it that I'm actually wishing for? Do I want someone to share this moment with? Am I lonely? Okay, I think it's time to get out of my shell and make some more friends. Do I feel like I need someone because I see all of my friends or my family getting together and being happy with their significant others? Is that it? I gotta check myself on these things. And I feel like if you find yourself being like, oh man, I really want to be with someone, check your motivation for that too. Why? What is somebody else going to give you that you can't give yourself? That. Not interested in being in one? Yeah, it's hard. Being in a relationship is hard because they're not just there to fulfill your needs or make you happy. You're also doing the same for another person. And that's a question that a lot of people don't seem to stop and check in with themselves on is, am I okay doing these things if they're requested of me from another person? Do I want to give this to another person? They say that in a relationship, a female is a mirror and a multiplier of everything she receives. I think this is true in any toxic relationship, though. You will become a mirror and a multiplier of bad things that you receive. If you're being mistreated, it's gonna show. People will tell. People will be able to tell. You will lose your shine, you'll lose your glow, things like that. D has been in too many of those relationships. And I've had to tell myself, hey, maybe relationships like this aren't very good for you, especially when they're not very good for you or to you. Yeah. Equivalent exchange, yes, of energy and mass and all the good things. In all places and all times. Where is... Hang on, is it this layer? No, it's the other layer. Where is this? The jacket? Okay, it's the jacket layer. That's what I'm missing. Gotta find which layer this thing is on. Viewed a relationship as a team. Yes, it is a team. That's a reason why they call it a partnership. It makes me so sad when people are in a relationship and they don't get that partnership, where one person is always instigating what feels like everything. And this is so sad because it is what destroys partnerships. It is what destroys, well, friendships too. For one person to be like, hey, we were gonna spend some like special quality time together. Did you forget? Or you've got one person who's always managing the relationship and going, hey, we were supposed to be we were supposed to plan like a date night. Or the, hey, I told you that this was something that I wanted. That's so much stuff to put on one person. It's gotta be a team effort. Which is why, back to the story of RNA, my second family that met in the military and built the strongest friendship literally through war, and now they have 4 kids together, and they're living an incredibly happy and fulfilled life. They are my epitome of the healthiest couple I know. They built a strong friendship first. They found out that they loved doing things together, and they wanted to do everything together. I feel like if you find the kind of person that you always want to be around, and that you can comfortably ask for space when you don't want to be around anybody, because that's okay too, I think then you found your person. Yeah. A friendship based on getting shot in the butt. Yes. Very true. Have to be able to co-own a gallon with just the two of you. That's why it's called, a galleon, a relationship. Oh, that's a good one. It is 50-50, not 48. Now, hang on. Let me challenge that too. So, one of my friends, she's going through a divorce right now. And one of these friendos, let's do the flat for the hair next. All right. I should do the flat for her face and eyes as well. I have the skin color. Let me go back to the skin layer. And let's do face. Face. Isla's beautiful face. Let's do Isla's face. Isla lip color. So, friendo is unfortunately going through a divorce right now. And one of the things that she actually struggled with was days where they could not do 50-50. Hear me out. So there were days when she would come home stupid tired from work and just be unable to function. And she would ask for a little bit of help. He would be unable to give that to her. And she's like, well, okay, I guess this is my life. This is just how I'm going to be. Why? Okay, good. Where's the inside of your mouth? There's the inside of your mouth. She's like, this is how it's going to be forever. And they were doing couples counseling for a while. For said couples counseling, they were like, no, that's not how it is. Some days you can't give 50%. Some days all you have is 10%. And what's important in a relationship is to figure out on days when you're both exhausted from like work and stuff, how can you still be there for each other as partners? That was what they had to work on. And that was what they never found a happy balance or medium for. They couldn't figure out how to be there for each other. And so the relationship fell apart. There are days where you can't give 50-50 because life has a way of getting in the way. So on those days, how are you going to be good to yourself and good to your partner? So much stuff goes into a relationship because dang it all, humanity in general and human adjacent creatures are very complex. Very. There is not a single one of us out there who's easy to live with. You may think that you are very easy to live with. You are not. I hate to break that to you, but someone has to tell you, I'm not easy to live with. I feel like I make a lot of compromises, but I actually make things harder sometimes because I struggle with boundaries, and that's something I'm learning. Yeah. None of us is easy to live with. And there are days where you have to learn how to pick up for the other person because they can't. But the reverse is also true. You have to be able to be there when they can't as well. It is never just always so nice and pretty and 50-50. We wish it would be. Wish it would be with all of our heart, but it can't be. You're only human adjacent, and there's so much more that goes into that kind of complexity in a relationship. Don't date in America. They just want your money, not love. Depends. But also, like, you got to be able to support people. A relationship, you can have fun, you can date around, you can have multiple people that you're dating. If you commit yourself, though, a committed relationship, a marriage is more than just that. A marriage is a committed partnership, and you are expected to share finances. If you cannot afford that, and you're struggling to keep yourself fed, maybe dating is not for you. And that might be a really hard thing to hear. You've got to take care of yourself first before you can even bring another person into that equation. I don't know about red flags. I feel like red flags are miscommunications. Because everyone has needs. Some people don't want to honor the needs of others, and that can be very dangerous. But I feel like everyone deserves a chance at happiness and to prove to you what kind of person they are. So we don't always get lucky and find people who are going to treat us as well as we would treat them. And at the first sign that someone is mistreating you, if you are doing the right thing and expressing your boundaries, expressing what your comforts are, and they don't respect that, leave. You shouldn't be with someone who, when you clearly and concisely express a boundary, and that's the kicker, you have to communicate your needs as well. But if you are with someone who you clearly express a boundary to, and they still cross it or walk all over it, that is incredibly cruel, and you should leave. There's my advice. Leave. Yeah. Don't make like a fire truck. Open and clear communication, which is why at the cusp of all of this, the big kicker for all of this is you need to be okay being on your own. You really do. You need to be okay to be on your own, and you need to be okay with yourself, because if you don't have a foundation for what you want or need, no one else can give you that. You have to know yourself first. And that's really hard for some people to face. It's like, no, I want someone else to be able to bring that happiness to me. They can't. That happiness comes from you. A partnership is you get to enjoy that with someone else. A partnership is getting to be together with someone and enjoy all of this. But they don't give you happiness. Happiness has to come from you. Now, I'm no relationship counselor, so I can't give you like clinical advice. This is just the tangential advice from Dee and my unfortunate many friends who have gone through too many divorces, or siblings and watching them be very unhappy. It's not a good place to be. Everyone deserves happiness, but no one can give you happiness. It's got to come from you first. Yeah. There's a lot of times in a relationship where a couple needs one person to come 90%. Yes, because, like I said, life happens. Life happens. And this is why, as like a married couple in a relationship, this is absolutely happens in marriage. You've got to be the kind of partner where you stop and you talk about, hey, on days where I feel like this and I can't give you 100%, how can I make up for that? How can I make up for that and still be there for you and show you that I love you? We make compromises in every kind of relationship we'll ever be in. And you got to be prepared for that. So if you've learned nothing else, the base for all of this was it's okay to be on your own. And in fact, sometimes it is healthier to do so. It's okay to spend time alone so that you can figure out what you like, what you want, and what makes you happy. Because if you don't figure that out, no one else can figure it out for you, and you're setting yourself and any future partners up for failure. So you've got to be okay being solo first, because that's going to be your groundwork. And once you have that happiness, once you know what you like, go make friends. Go meet people. Find someone who you want to bring with you everywhere, and vice versa. Find someone that you love spending time with. They're out there if you are meant to find them. And if not, that's okay too. That is okay. You can just exist. It's okay to just be. Society tells us we have to have someone. You don't. You don't need somebody to be happy. And there's a lot of people learning this like now, that sometimes it's just better to be on your own. You don't have to go by anyone else's whims. You don't have to work with anyone else's habits. You can just go by your own wants, and you can live in your own comforts. Because being with another person means you also have to make sure they're comfortable too. You think being alone has been better for you, Alexander? Feel lonely sometimes? Yeah, I know. We're all social creatures. We want connection. And it really sucks if you're like D over here, horribly single, and your love language is touch. But that's why they're like, get a pet. So when I can move to a place and do so, I'm going to do that. Get a pet. Pets are wonderful. They can't be your everything, but they will love you unconditionally. That is for sure. They will love you and they will be there when sometimes it feels like no one or nothing else will.
Yes.
It is okay. It is gonna be okay. Even if it doesn't feel okay sometimes. It is gonna be okay. Love language is touch. Yep. So, look for cuddle puddles in your area. Cannot stress it enough. Find a crew that hangs out and does a munch just for cuddles, and people like you and D who are like, yeah, I'm a little bit touch starved. I could use some love and affection, but I have no way to provide that to myself. Where's my face layer? There it is. Ooh. What was that? Oh my goodness. I touched the pen to my little drawing pad, and it like got stuck and made a really crunchy sensation. That was not cool. Do not like. Okay, we have the light color. Let's get this darker color on the outside. Your marriage has had ups and downs, you still get through it. In the unfortunate circumstance of being single, you'd probably be done dating. You don't want anyone else. Aww. That's so sweet, Western Space. I'm really happy that you found someone that you love like that. I hope everyone gets to be loved and to love like that. Because that's such a wonderful feeling. To be like, I want to be with them through everything. I wouldn't want anybody else. We all want to be wanted. I want you here. I like having you here. Bye, Isaac. Have a good one on YouTube. You deserve that. But you've got to give good things to yourself first. Okay? You gotta be good to you first. Because if you're not good to you, you cannot reasonably expect anyone else to be. Nobody else can be good to you if you can't do it first. Gross. There you go. Be good to yourself. Let it out. Like a fart in the wind. Okay, and then I'm gonna add to this layer. It's gonna be an add glow. Here, 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 and here. Oh, that's so pretty. Then we'll do a gray. Nope, I want to do the glasses. Glasses are going to be their own layer. Glasses. Glasses. Okay, and I will make this one opaque. Whoop, I did it wrong. From here to here. I will put this under the face layer. No! It's gotta be on top of it. And then I'll zoom out so you can see with eyes unclouded by hate. Once I have this part finished, I'll show you what it all looks like so far. I hope she likes it. Coloring is the hardest part, but shading I feel confident I can do. Okay, put those there, and then I'm gonna clip this, add glow. There we go. Oh, that looks so cute. Beautiful. And now we'll make that a little more transparent. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, now we'll go back to the face layer. I'm gonna give her some blush because I think it would look cute. It's not normally on her character, but I'm gonna put it there because I think it's cute. And then we gotta give her the little nose, because Ayla has a dainty little nose. Well, I'm gonna do one of these. And then the highlight on top of the nose. Very important. There we go. Oh, she's so cute! Have a good one! Go prepare. I'll be watching the chat, Rainbow. Take care, Alexander! The little nose so you can get the boops in. How am I doing so far? Have I captured the essence of Ayla? Is it smug enough? Thank you! Hey! Road, give my hair back right now! Hi, Sponge! And hi, Depressed Ted! Welcome to D! The line on one of the pictures. What's that lie? What do you mean, what's that lie? Which lie? Here, this is what I've got so far. This is what I'm coloring in. Isn't it pretty? I haven't added the shading in yet. We're still on flat color. It's time to do... Now, how are we doing so far? This is my line art. Pretty, right? Let me get the hair now. Let's do the hair and the tail. Hair and tail. It's time. Oh wait, where is top? We're gonna add in the gems. Let's get her gems in there. The mid color for your gem. Gem. Gem is excitement. Ooh, gem. Gem is adventure. Ooh, glamour and glitter, fashion and fame. My sisters used to love that series. I know the whole dang song because they watched it over and over and over again when I was an itty bitty. gem is truly outrageous. Truly, truly, truly outrageous. Whoa, gem. The gummy candy jewelry? You mean her beautiful rocks. Those are some nice rocks. Rock and stone, fellas. Rock and stone. You want a lady who knows how to rock and stone? Isla. No, Isla is artist supreme, which is why I wanted to draw like a beautiful big thing filled with artistic intention. I felt like that fit. Oh, I made that one wonky. Like this. I'll just adjust that color. Nice. Do the same thing here. Just like that. Highlighting the gems. Nice. And then let's add in. Okay, so she has this white highlight and the bottom is solid. So let me fix this. Bottom gets more color. And a little bit of that, and that. Look, I'm doing the very technical sounds again. Thank you so much for the follow. I'm doing very focused art time, right, Meow? Focusing. I'm focusing so hard. It's like I've never focused before, but I swear I have. We're making these so beautiful, the delectable gems. You will want to eat this. Even though it's probably gonna break your teeth and stuff. Don't eat it, okay? I wouldn't recommend it. 0 out of 10. The toothache isn't worth it. It's not worth the effort. Alright, and now get that line art. Fill her in! Oh, that looks pretty. Even I think that looks pretty. I'm proud of those. Woohoo! Meow. She's so pretty! Look at her. Look at how pretty she is. I'm actually going to take my glasses layer. I think I'm going to fill that in with a blue lens. I think blue looks better than gray. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's real pretty. Let's go a little lighter. For just a few of these lines, I'm changing the color. You can't tell, but I can tell, and I think it's nice. Let's get her hair. Oh my god. Becky, it's hair time! Ooh! Let's get that flat color. This brilliant orange red. Orange. I'm going to do 2 layers of hair. This is going to be the bangs, because they're going to have slight transparency. That's a technical term. Transparency. Hi! Wait. Gagital bottle. Gagital bottle or gauge to bottle? Gagi or gauge? Talbot! Hello. Welcome to DM. Words hard. How do I even? Hi, we're doing some cozy art right now. I'm drawing a thing for my friend's birthday. I'm not a good artist. It takes me forever to do anything art related, in fact. And what layer is that on? I think that's on the hair layer. Oh god. What layer are you on? Okay, that's on the bangs. Oh, we're fine. It takes me forever to do anything art related. So it takes me forever to do art, but I still try my best. I'm a Sharingan artist, is how I like to think of it. I can look at something and I can copy it, and then I can add from there. It's okay. You're not the best, you do your best. That's all we ask for. Do your best. It doesn't have to be the best for it to be loved and cherished by the person who's going to receive it. And I know that artists who do art for like everyone on the regular, I think that only too often we forget that they also really like art. And I don't know, it just feels, it makes me a little sad that it's like, oh, they don't get art. Why we no make artists their own art more often? How dare? Rude. I know that your artist friends will love it even more because they're always making art of other people. It's so rare for them to get art themselves. Or they make their own art of themselves, and I don't know, that's always felt lonely to me. So I'm like, I want to do art for my artist friend as the gift, because I don't know how to do art. But I'm going to do my best because they deserve nice things. There's my logic. Also, how shall I say your name? Did I say it right? Is it Gage Talbot? Is it Gage Talbot? Gauging your response, Talbot? Mr. Bot. Ms. Bot. Good Bot Bean. Even Vincent Van Gogh. Oh god. Oh man, to be an artist and to have people go, wow, your stuff is horrible. But then you die and they go, wait a minute, actually it's great. Gage, okay, not Gage like Kage Tora, but Gage like going the distance, going for speed. I'm going to make these bangs transparent. That's why I'm coloring them in kind of wonkily. Okay, now we're going to take this and I'm going to make this one slightly transparent. Only a little for the face. What is happening there? Oh my god. Okay, I gotta make that blacker than night. Blacker than night. Darker than night. Full throttle. Gas, gas, gas. You know, I could turn on some better beats. I could. Oh no, leave those faded. That's okay. Why aren't you doing the thing I want you to do? Okay. Oh, wrong. Make it darker. There we go. I want her eyes to really pop. And then I want to take a soft eraser to this flat line art of the face. There we go. That's pretty. And then I'm going to take the color that I'm going to make the bangs at 100%. I'm going to fade them right here. I'm going to go to the line art. And I'm going to color it in. The hair, that is. Oh wait, make it a tiny bit.
Drink some water.
Thank you, I will hydrate in just one moment. 1 minute. I'm getting my line art. This is very serious business. Oh my god. I can't even focus my voice. I'm whispering and I don't need
Yes,
to. Hydrated. Hi! Mentioned LARP earlier. What kind of LARP do I go for? Oh, heck yeah. So I feel like SCA and Boffer LARP are very similar. There's several different LARP types, and the types I actually consider as, well, being types of LARP are high fantasy, apocalyptic, post-apocalyptic, cyberpunk, things like that are the different types of LARP, in my opinion. I definitely prefer high fantasy, but sometimes even I get tired of high fantasy and I want to try something different. So when that happens, I like a little bit of low fantasy meets cyberpunk. I like my combat styles to be buffer fighting, but that's just because I personally have too many injuries. But I do enjoy SCA. I can't say I don't like it. I love me some SCA style combat. I am hoping to join my local chapter of the SCA. I've actually reached out to our Knights Marshal here, but they haven't gotten back to me, and it's making me very mad. It's like, hey buddy, hey guy, hey buddy, I'd really like to join, but you are making it very hard to because you are not, you're not at all responding to any of my requests. Can you please respond? So I'm out here struggling to just join in the fun because they're not responding to me. I'm all cry, I swear to Bob. Okay, this was not using aliasing at all. That's bad. Let's fill her in.
Hey, D.
Hi, welcome to D. Oh. How to color this part in. This part is going to get duplicated up to the face. And then just gonna pull back the color so it's got that little fade onto the face. That's what I want. I might crank up the color just a little bit more. Hi, welcome to D.
Here you go.
Just a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. Fill her in. And I'm just gonna take from the hair spot right here. I will gently erase it so it fades back gradually. Yes, just like that. That's what I want. And I will do the same on this side. There's some really fun about the high fantasy LARP, says Imtress. Running around the park screaming, yes, fireball. Do you know why rogues wear hide armor? I just ruined the pun. I was about to say, do you know why the joke is supposed to be, do you know why rogues and thieves wear armor made out of leather? It's because it's hide, and I ruined it. No! I am why we cannot have nice things today. Dag nabbit D. Why are you like this? Friggin', fraggin', froggin', friggin'. This is D, ladies and gentlemen. But then you can also say, oh yeah, what's a wizard's favorite alcoholic drink? Obviously, it's Fireball. Yep. Hey! Give me my hair back! She's no longer bald! I'm filling the hair in! Come on! I'm filling it in! She's not bald anymore, look! I need to get the bangs. The bangs are gonna be 2 layers. And then, what are the other parts that are sticking out? Okay, some of these parts are gonna stick out, and they get to be this bright, lovely color. I'm gonna add some major highlights and shadows and things. And her ears will be underneath this layer, along with the under hair layer. Yes! Checking the VC. It looks like only rainbows there. I'm waiting for them to summon us when it is time for D&D. Why can't warlocks play the blues? They don't like jazz? Well, they don't have a song! Oh, that's such a good one! Oh, I love that. That's horrible. Thank you. Thank you for this. That was great. So I enjoy fantasy style LARPs. That's what I like. I like high fantasy. I like SCA style combat. For real, not for play. Yum, 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 yum. Anything else? I really want to join our local chapter, but the Knights Marshal has not been getting back to me, and I'm just upsetty spaghetti that he's not getting back to me. It's like, sir, I would like to join in on the fun. How am I supposed to join in on the fun if you don't contact me? I won't be able to. The fun is being had. I would like to be a part of it, but I can't. In the name of the moon, I will punish you. Hi, Depressed Trent. What do you mean? Looks great. Aw, thank you. No, it's not pre-recorded. I focus primarily on the Twitch side of the house. I still see you, YouTube. YouTube is just very delayed for me. This happens even when I only stream just to YouTube. It's just super, super delayed to the point where I'm like, come on, YouTube, please fix your APIs. I would like to interact more. Regardless of if I'm on like super low latency or not, your chat is just not up to snuff. So I end up prioritizing Twitch because this is also where all of my paid viewers are at. So I still see you guys. I do. I'm not ignoring you. Don't! No! He's already okay being forgotten! No! That's not my intent! Such devastation! 'Twas not my intention. Oh my god, I was playing Final Fantasy on my own the other day. Which, 0 out of 10, do not recommend playing on your own. I need to get more homies. I should play more with my community. But you can always find us in the Discord. We're there. I swear we're there. You can come hang out. I need to set up some game nights so we could all play together. I was playing more and I'm finally into... What is it? Shadow of Darkness something or other. Angel of Darkness. But it's the Shadow of Darkness. Actually, I like this little wisp of hair going through the glasses. That's kind of cute. That's kind of cute. I like it. Yeah. That is adorable. I like it. I'm gonna keep it. Yeah. Cutie Final Fantasy Link Shell? Aw, man, it would be chaos. I'm like, what's up, my dudes? And then it would just be even more chaos. And then I will do under hairs. We're gonna make this slightly darker than the orangey red that we have, but just by a smidge. And then we're gonna get all the rest of this. Maybe I should make it even darker. What's the darkest color Ilala uses? It's not much different. It's really not. I could use my artistic license. You have a license? No, I don't have a license. What are you talking about? D only has a license for chaos. Thank you very much. It's a chaos license, and I'm very proud of it. It took me 5 years to get it. I haven't let it expire once. Thank you. But I could use my artistic license to just give her different hair colors. I could get crazy with this, you guys. I just realized how much power I have. I could go mad with this kind of power. You have a checkered past with MMOs? Yeah? Recovering WoW addict? Ah, man, I used to love World of Warcraft. My favorite part of World of Warcraft was being able to fly. Druids are so much fun to play. I cannot stress enough how extraordinarily satisfying it is to leap off of a building and fly into the proverbial sunset. It is so satisfying to be a druid in World of Warcraft, and I just, I love it. But their crafting system and their quest system was just so very, what's the word I'm looking for? Underwhelming, to the point that I just sort of stopped trying after a while. I went back to Final Fantasy because pretty dress up. I am a glamour girly at heart and will always be there for the pretty dress up. Trade skills in oh my god, the trade skills in Final Fantasy are so much fun. I have never had as much fun with any other MMO as I have with Final Fantasy just crafting. It is insane how intuitive the crafting is, except, and Rainbow can vouch for this because we did a few of the cooking quests live together. Rainbow can vouch for this. Wait, you didn't forgive WoW? That's effectively the reason why we never got Warcraft? Right! Old school Warcraft. My big brother used to play old school Warcraft. I enjoyed watching him play. Yes, my lord. That stuff for the Horde. I really enjoyed watching, and I'm sad we didn't get more Warcraft because the simulation that it was building was wildly fun. Absolute joy. Would recommend. Needs more joy. Okay, what is the layer under here? This is the arm, isn't it? This is jacket. This is my jacket layer. That's what that is. Fill her in! There we go. I missed a step. Oh my god, I can't believe I missed it. Oopsies. Okay. You're super into the crafting, Tia? And the consolidated things? Was that Final Fantasy or was that World of Warcraft? I love crafting. I love crafting in Final Fantasy. It made it feel real, but if you've seen any of the stuff that I did with Rainbow, when we ran around and shenaniganated trying to do the cooking quests, I got him to freak out, and that was my goal. Because of the whole, why are we pan-frying soup? Why are we pan-frying the soup? And I'm like, this is how you do it. He's like, this is not how you do it. Yes, it is. No, it's not. That was fun. That was fun. I enjoyed that. I hope we get to pan-fry soup again. This is how friendships are made. You pan-fry soup together. Shadowbringers, did they overhauled crafting? Aw, I like going like tink 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 and watching things go kashing. It's lots of fun. Did they get rid of the tink 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 and the kashing and pushing all the buttons? Because I love Final Fantasy specifically for the crafting. There's no other game that I've ever played that has crafting this near realistically emulated, and I enjoy when things feel real, but that's also because I like to escape reality when I play games. So I love when my games start to feel like they're over encroaching onto reality. It hits all the right happy buttons for me. Final Fantasy did a good job of making you feel like a hero from the start. Oh my goodness. So for people who haven't played like Final Fantasy 14, one of my buddies when I was deployed, he is actually the reason that I started playing Final Fantasy. And he's like, you should play this game with us. So that's all history. Was incredibly fun. But what we found while playing the game, and this was the kicker, was that his cutscenes were different than mine. And I was like, what is happening? And he's like, well, I've been playing the game for an extraordinarily long time. I bet you that has to do with it. For people that had been playing the original Final Fantasy XIV Online since its inception, there were some quests and things where you would get treated slightly different if you had a hero that was there before the calamity kind of thing. People remembered you in Heaven's Sword and they were like, you remind me of someone that I met, and then they'd mention a quest line that I had never heard of. And he's like, oh man, I remember that quest. I was like, what are you talking about? And he's like, this is so cool because to the people that played the old game, it's like the people in the game remembered you and your progress in the world, but if you hadn't been a part of that, you're now starting new with everybody else. That was so cool. The interlinking things that just made the history come to life and really made you feel like you were part of the game. I am so in love with Flurb. I enjoy when the characters are made to feel like they're in the adventure. I love that. I love it so much. No papers. None for you on the YouTube side. That one doesn't work anymore, but good try. The old game was rough. I remember being an itty bitty bean in like high school when the original Final Fantasy Online was out. And I remember trying to figure out mechanics there, gathered around a computer with one of my friends who had the game. And I was like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. How does it work? Is that working on the YouTube side? Let me check. I don't know if the commands are even turned on. If it is on, it'll be delayed because the API is buggy for YouTube. Let's see. Pidge. Does Pidge work? Try it again. Pidge should work. Hi works. It'll just take a little bit. There, see, it works. Those of you on the YouTube side of the house, if you didn't know, we have a couple of commands that you can use there too. No, I did not. It's fine. But they do have cooldowns and you'll see it in chat. The first Final Fantasy Online was a rough one. Yes, you needed a party for everything. I recall wandering the world as a Miqote and thinking that it was just the coolest thing ever. Period. Exclamation point. Hands down, the coolest thing ever. Thank you for the head pat. Man, that's one of those experiences that if I could go back and do it again from the beginning, I would. The sheer marvel of being in this mystical, magical world as a hero. Just, ugh, my heart. They don't make them like they used to. That's not true. I can't talk like I have played every MMO. I'm gonna fade this hair out into the sky because I don't know how to end hair. So we're going to take some artistic license and it's going to fade out into these brush strokes that I've briefly drawn into the world beyond. I'll have one hole here and one hole there. There we go. These lines are just suggestions for hair, really. It's not, there doesn't have to be hair there. This is just it's a suggestion of where hair could be. And then we'll fade out the ends of it. Oh, almost. But it's got to have movement because of the brush that she's flailing around in the ether. Going back and experiencing things from a fresh POV, says Empress. It would be so nice. Agreed. Agreed. The one game that I wish I could experience again in all of its glory, though, Breath of the Wild. Hands down, Breath of the Wild. That moment where you crest onto the hilltop for the first time and the music kicks on, the if I could experience that again, I would, in a heartbeat. 'Cause just, it was so magical. The nostalgia! The nostalgia! The flip side of F11 was you needed community. Yeah, you needed a community. And now, the newer version, so Final Fantasy XIV, I'm only just getting to the point in story where, like, you can use NPCs instead of waiting for a party, and I'm like, oh man, they finally realized that they don't have enough people playing these quests more than once. So they needed to give us an NPC option. Ooh. It always runs faster if you have a full hangout party, but ooh. Oh, that's another chunk of hair I need to color in. I need to get that chunk of hair too. Yep. Poke does not work. Let me give you guys on YouTube the list of commands for you. For those of you who haven't hopped into D-Stream before, we have boop. Okay. The following are your commands for stream interaction. We've got the boop, and they're all with an exclamation point. Oh my god, I pressed enter.
Who needs a flashlight when you have these?
Hang on. Boop. Pat. Hi. High beams. Hydrate. Pidge. Shh. Tax. And let's see. Yeet. I think yeet will work. There we go. I'll paint it for you guys. DM is Dungeon Master. Dungeon Monkey. I am the Dungeon Monkey. Only on YouTube. They're special for that one. YouTube gets special. Yep. You like my keyboard sounds? I should just do some more work-along streams in the future. And then we can do some co-working. I usually do those on YouTube and YouTube only. That's just because, so Twitch is very much an interactivity platform. You gotta know what you want to do, where you want to do it. And today was all about art. And I wanted to do some of this while I got to chat with you guys, which is why I will do this kind of stream on Twitch. Also because Twitch is where the majority of my audience lives. So they're primarily gonna be a Twitch team. And they pay me money, so I pay them attention. No, that's not it. It's not that easy. There's more to it. You have to sign over your soul in a legal agreement. No. Oh no, I'm turning into my little sister with these horrible puns. Fee would probably request your soul. That's only a given for the dragon princess. You have to give her your soul. Otherwise, do you even love her? You don't. That's the kicker. No soul, no love. Oh, that's a hole in the hair. I'm really excited for my big sister to be back in town. And to go to the Renaissance Festival! I'm excited. I'm all ready to rock. We're gonna go. I'm gonna get some swag. I'm gonna do some trinket trading. It's a pirate festival too. So there's gonna be cute ladies in corsets and big old pirate hats. It's gonna be great. No liches. No, what do you mean no liches? Liches are welcome. Why wouldn't they be welcome? Who told you liches aren't welcome? Just please don't steal the soul of the people present. Liches may not be able to give their own soul, but you can find a soul to borrow, right? YouTube is just those weird kids that don't talk. YouTube is my lovely lurkers. So understand this, Night Vulture. Twitch unfortunately punishes people for lurking. I hate that. That's the one thing that I dislike greatly about this platform. They're very kind to creators when it comes to monetization. They give us a big cut of everything we make, which I do like, but they're not very kind to people who just want to lurk and may not want to chat. It's punishing for them, and YouTube is not. YouTube is like, people come and watch you. That's great! If you don't have a soul, you'll just have to borrow one to give to my little sister. She only needs it for like a couple millennia. It's fine. You won't need it. You'll be fine. It'll be fine. You don't need it. Alright, and that'll be fading out the hair. Fading out the hair. Okay, this is a hole. That is a hole inside the hair. That is what I care about, making some holes. YouTube is where you watch my later streams with family while you eat supper. It's a wonderful place for lurkers because YouTube will never punish you for lurking. And Twitch punishes the creator when your audience is primarily made up of lurkers. Unless they're like, let's say you have an audience of 200 people. And they're all lurkers, but they are all listening to you do, let's say, ASMR. If you have all 200 of them subscribing to you, you're not going to get punished for those numbers. But if you have like 20% of your audience is a subscriber, everyone else is a free listener, Twitch is going to demote your streams and make it harder for people to find you. So Twitch punishes you if you're not making money or you're not creating an active audience. YouTube does not. That is the one big pro to YouTube, is you don't have to feel obligated to give money because we'll get ad revenue even if you don't subscribe or super chat. YouTube is great because they're not going to force you to interact in order to be paid for your hard work. Yeah. But Twitch is like, you better make me money. You better talk to Shang Tsung for souls? Yeah, go get some souls. Find a soul to borrow. You're dead? You don't have friends that will just let you borrow souls? What kind of friends do you have? Your friends? Wait, your friends don't let you borrow a soul on the regular? Do they even love you? What kind of friends are you? You should fight them. You should fight them. Be like, this weird friggin' woman on the internet told me we have to fight now because you wouldn't give me your soul, and we're not real friends if you wouldn't do that for me. I need to fade that part out. And then they'll be like, oh, bro, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you feel that way. Here's my soul. Trust, that's exactly how that conversation will go. When the soul isn't yours, you don't really need it. Exactly. See? Borrow a soul, give it to my little sister, we'll all be good. Yeah. We'll all be good. My favorite child, Twitch or YouTube? And remember, YouTube is cuter? Yes, YouTube is adorable. All of my cuties are cute, though. I don't pick favorites. If you ever like, oh my god, how come you always call out so-and-so's name? They must be your favorite. Dude, it's because they threw money at my head. I can't ignore it when you throw it at me. That's literally, I can't. And they're the people who throw things at me. Violence will get you attention is the lesson I'm teaching. Please don't learn that lesson. Please don't be like, the weird lady on the internet told me that violence was how I get her attention. So now I'm going to... No! See, I can't ignore it. See? Can't be ignored. Have to pay attention to you. That's what I mean. But I am primarily... Oh my god, what's happening here? Stop! Did I just move my whole line art? Oh my god. I don't know what happened here. Stop this! What is going on? Stop it! What did I press? Oh my god. I don't know what I pressed there. Thank you for the cheese. So yeah. I can't ignore you because they throw things at me. And I am primarily on Twitch. So that is fact. I am primarily on Twitch, okay? So if you want more attention, come to Twitch. If you don't want me to pay attention to you at all, don't come to Twitch. Alright, let me fade out this part of the hair a little bit. So it's not such a sharp line transition. There we go. Beautiful. And then I will take a little blendy blend. There. Technical sounds. We're blending. It's beautiful. And... oh man, I really love how I did this hair. I think that's beautiful. Even I'm looking at this like, wow, Dee, that's not bad. That's gorgeous hair work. One of the first drawings I ever did was of a girl trapped in a tree with her hair tangled in its branches. And it always reminded me of fire. So I tell you, I'm not an artist, but once in a blue moon, I can draw okay. Once in a blue moon, it's not bad. And I took 2 weeks to get this line art good enough that I'm like, all right, let's make it a thing. Yeah. Danny! Hi, Danny! welcome! How are you doing, my lovely hunts? Happy Friday into the weekend for you. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I must do Ilala's ears next. Yeah, it's her birthday! Don't tell her. I've been drawing this for like 2 weeks, and it's taking me forever. I only just got to coloring today, because time was not my friend. But I'm really liking how... Whoop, there goes my pen. How it's turning out. Look! Pretty, yeah? I'm gonna draw Isla coloring in the universe. It's just flat right now. I have to add in some shading. But I will do that after I finish with this. You survived the tornado! Oh my god, you and like 5 other people. You are all getting blasted. Bomb blasted by a dang tornado. I'm so happy that you're okay. Oh, thank you. It is a secret. Don't let her know. Don't tell nobody. Don't tell him, don't tell him, don't tell him. You cannot go tell her. It's a secret. She'll get it today or tomorrow when it's finished. It's very important. But I figure our beautiful artists that are always making beautiful art for everybody else, they deserve beautiful art. So I used all of my powers of perfectionism to OCD my way to a piece that I was satisfied with. If I wasn't satisfied, I wouldn't even consider giving this to her ever. I would cry in shame, in my little hole of shame, cry, lament, etc. Oh no! Thank you so much for the follow. It looks like my internet's dying. You're not throwing things? It happens? You don't have arms! No! Hang on, my internet died for a moment. Things are doing midday updates. Hey there, Bemis! I've been looking at the notes. I see that you said we're starting in 40. Are we going to start today? Or is that still happening? If so, I'll raid in when you're all set up. Did you manage to get brekkie? Have you had food? Our dear Bemis. Also, if you guys didn't know, Rainbow Roost in chat, that's Bemis. Rainbow Roost is everyone's cooler little brother. If you have a little brother, wrong. Rainbow's now your little brother and he's way cooler. And if you didn't have a brother, now you have one and it's Bemis. You're welcome. He's the chef extraordinaire, the meme scholar, and he's just chill and fun to hang out with. You will have a good time. Is good bean. Birds are out. You're not gonna have chickens literally on your computer this time. Also, Bemis raises chimkins and ducks. 3 of the 4, only 2 are canceled? Who's canceled today? Besides Koi. Is Koi canceled or is Koi still gonna try? Let's join Koi. Koi. Hi, Dracon. Only thing you're not telling Isla is she's cute and nothing is just safe. Alright, got you. I appreciate that, depressed trend. Thank you. I'm doing art. I'm doing secret art. Don't tell Isla. I'm doing secret art. Don't tell her I will bite you. And it won't be pretty. It will, in fact, be extraordinarily painful. You might cry, and I won't be sorry. Oh no! Oh no! Does anyone else watch Lucy, darling? I love her so much. Oh no! And then she has that lovely little transatlantic accent. Oh, it's so cute. I love it. Oh, Lucy, darling. She's such a vibe. I want to learn how to do the transatlantic accent just to say that I know how to do it. Maybe we'll do some accent study here in the future. We can do a voice acting stream and you can learn it with Dee and we'll practice together. And then I'll just use it everywhere I go. It'll make you feel like a classy lady. Didn't know you wanted to feel like a classy lady? Now you do! Destruction if someone does. Free biting? Let's go! Not biting for free. Only bite if you are a shenaniganator. Why? Are you trying to shenaniganate? Would you like to be bit? You can always ask nicely. If you use 100 biddies on Twitch, you can use TTS, and you can always ask me nicely, and I might be kind enough to deign to answer your request. Wait, this way. Wait, wink! There we go. Took me a moment. How to even wink. Just do it. Believe in yourself. And you can wink if you want to. If your friends don't wink, are they even your friends? Man, we've topic hopped all over the place today. Is that a bad thing? I enjoy yapping with you all, but does it ever get insane to sit there and listen and be like, wow, we've talked about a lot of things that I wasn't prepared for. Is it ever overwhelming to be in the middle of the yap? Dost thou get overwhelmed at mine yappings? No? You're always down for shenanigans? Alright, you'll fit in right, you'll fit in great here. You are welcome. Weirdos welcome. Scuff is sacred. Weirdos are welcome. You're home. Tangents are spied? What is spied? Dracon, you haven't played around with your voice like that? No? Oh my goodness, I loved doing accent work. I was trying to be a voice actress. Not trying. I do amateur voice acting. I'd still love to be in a large project one day, but, you know, it's okay if that doesn't happen. I will still be happy to have been able to do silly voices that brought me joy. Let me save this. It would really suck if we did all this work and then, oopsie daisy, we lost it all to the ether. He'll bite you for free. You don't need to pay D $100. It's true. That man's will bite you for free if you're looking for bites. It's a good yap, a good bite, same. Good conversation, tangents from one to another, yes. Oh, that's right. Fran is working on exams. Go, Fran! Get those exams, Fran. Dan, you've got it in the bag. You've got this. Have I ever thought? I have MTress. I have thought about doing an audiobook or voice acting. Right now, I have bookmarked from TikTok of all places, a few auditions for amateur voice acting work. I'm going to shoot my shot and I'm going to see if they'd like to work with me. I'm going to go and audition for a couple of upcoming projects and see how far I can get. But as for audiobooks, I haven't found many that are open for audition, so I need to find out where to look. This is step 1 for D. I gotta find out where to find the audiobooks that are looking for readers. Like, I actually went out of my way to send a letter to, what's her name? To, Cassandra Gannon? The one who wrote, Wicked Ugly Bad, the series that I was talking about not too long ago, where it's it's like a retelling of Little Red Riding Hood, Cinderella, Beauty and the Beast and such, but it's romantasy and it's hilarious and so well written, but there's no audiobook for it. I actually reached out to her publishing studio and asked, hey, if you guys haven't thought of it yet, I would love to purchase a license to be able to record your book as an audiobook because I love it and I'd love to do your voices. And they ghosted me. They were like, no, they ghosted me. So that one's hard. I gotta find a new way of reaching out to people. People are scary though. I don't know how to reach out to people. I don't know. Right behind the bangs. And it'll be behind this hair. Behind this hair. Alright, this will be the ears. Alright, let's do ears. Time to color in these ears. Oh my god. We're coloring in the ears so that Isla can have some big kitsune ears. I kind of want to make her ears darker or lighter so they stick out a little bit. But then I'm going to use the same color for the tail. Oh no! You know what? I can erase that. No panic, just erase. This is why art tools come in a plethora of themselves. You don't have to panic, you can just erase. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be good enough. That is the technical sound I'm using for the creation of the ear. And this can be solid because it's an ear. It's not hair blending into another shape. More technical sounds. There we go. Beautiful. Now we'll erase around the outside so that no one looks at it and goes, oh my god, Becky, this Sphinx doesn't know how to color inside the lines. Ah! You used to be a bartender, DTM? All you can say is heck, some people. Some people be rude. Why they gotta be so mean? Don't be mean. Life's already hard. Why be mean? It takes so much energy to be hateful and mean to people. Don't waste your energy. Your energy is precious. Don't waste it on people. Because to hate takes so much energy. It really does. Just don't. Hate? Nah, man. I just don't. For real. Do not even. Okay, can I get rid of that? Oh, that's such a crispy line. Crisp. Love it. Beautiful. Let's get the other ear. Oh, that white hurts my eyeballs. It's blinding. Ooh. Where's the ears? Ear goes here. Wow. The sound is a majestic eagle piloting a blimp. What would it sound like if an eagle was... Actually, have you guys heard what an eagle sounds like? You know, America, the sound they use for an eagle is actually that of a red-tailed hawk, and I think it's hilarious that the sound most associated with America is not even a real noise made by the bird. They decided to give the bird a fake voiceover because they couldn't stand that it goes... The sound of freedom is... Why you gonna be so rude? And don't you know I'm human too? Why you gonna be so rude? I'm gonna marry her anyway. So tsundere, that song. Marry that girl, and don't matter what you say. Marry that girl, and we'll be a family. Marry that girl. If you want to marry me, you gotta be willing to give me snacks when I am sad. And copious amounts of snuggles, smooches, and understand that I will, that's a threat, bite you gently. That is my love language. But I will also be like, you, on my lap right now. I need to snuggle you. Because physical touch, that whole love language thing that we talked about earlier, it's important. Ah yes, the deep blue. You get to draw the deep blue gems now. Far over. That's the wrong deep blue. That's a misty mountain. That's a wrong blue, D. Now we will change the line art color.
Nice. Do the same on the other side. This one is closer. You know that because it's big. And things get bigger as they get closer. Which is why you can also use the excuse, the camera wasn't fully zoomed in when I took that picture and you sent it to that girl that you met on Tinder. Feel free to use that as an excuse, gentlemen. I can wait.
Biting is a whole mood. Love language is bite. Sometimes I can't help myself and I have to bite. I have emotions. They're not often angry. They're just emotions that I have and they need to be expressed. through biting. Biting and snuggles, it sounds lovely. Okay, we need to hang out then. But remember what we talked about earlier. You all and D both. We gotta go. We gotta make some friends. We gotta meet the homies, because that's where it's at, you guys. That's where the best relationships will be. People that you can share commonalities and joy with. That's where you're gonna find your people. That's where you're gonna find your forever. Go forth and look for people that enjoy life with you. Yeah. Why biting doesn't that hurt? Not always. It depends on the kind of bite. So I do not bite in such a way that it will harm you. Nothing's gonna harm you. What is this color? That one. That's what I want. How does she do this? Okay, this is just an outline. Okay, I'm gonna do that outline next. The outline. The ears. Little nibbles. Yes, exactly. Whoa. Okay, so here. And then it's like this. Oh, I can't remember. Is it outlining the diamond? Only partially. The 3 prongs are outlined, but everything else is. Yeah, good enough. And then the inner of one of these is a nice big white blorp. That's the technical term. White blorp. Blorp. Just like this. And I am going to give this a little extra love. Right here and right here. Yes. Beautiful. Honestly, loving it. It's a vibe and a half. Like this. Let's get that big old blorp on it. Lovely. Oh, I love these. The shiny gems are honestly my favorite part so far. Okay, now there's the mid-tone and the highlight. Okay, I'm ready. Now let's do the other gem. And we'll be raiding over into Bemis when it is time. Your love language is some cross between Austin Powers and Gomez Adams. Oh, love it, Father. Love that for you. But now, clarification question. Do you mean you want to be treated by your partner like they are Gomez? Or are you the Gomez? Because Gomez is literally the epitome of man. So I need you to be so serious with me right now. I am obsessed with you, but it's always consent. I am never going to be chalant with you at all ever. I will love you no matter if we are rotting together in the grave. That is so incredibly attractive. I have no words. I mean, I have words, but they're not appropriate ones. Hi, Azira. Welcome to D. How are you doing today? How are you doing today? Consent, it is. Consent is wonderful. There's nothing schmexier than consent. My dudes, please. Consent is key. Thank you, I will hydrate. If someone asks for little nibbles, yes, consent is important first. But if you become my partner, you have already consented because I let you know beforehand. Sometimes I'll be nice and I'll turn around and I'll go, I need to bite you. But most of the time it's just, I will open my mouth and I'll look at you and I'll go. And then you either acquiesce and go, okay, fine, you can bite. Or you have to run. Run. Run away! There is no saving you. You must run. But then again, I've never had anyone tell me that they did not like me biting them. This is, again, why communication is so incredibly important. You have to tell people if you don't like something, otherwise they're going to keep doing it. And then you'll be that person who's like, I can't believe that they kept doing that thing that I never told them that I didn't like. Please. Please make it known, the things that you don't like. We want to know. It's important. We want to know. Oh wait, that first line was too deep into the matrix. There we go. I like that. That's a good color combination. Whee! Let's go to the other one. The final ear gem. Wow. Have fun at work, Jedi Leader. Take care. We will raid on over to Bemis when his streamus is up. The Bemis streamus sounds horrible. When Rainbow's stream is up, then we'll join the tomfoolery. Hi, welcome to D. How's it going? A happy Friday and into the weekend. We're gonna be hanging out with all the homies today. It's Ilala's birthday today too. Very importante. We hang out with all the homies. Let me get that line on the top layer. Actually, we'll use this one first. And then we'll highlight it a little bit. Very serious technical sounds once again. Oh, I like those gems. Those are nice. And let's get the inner ear color. Flat gray. Righto then, chap. Alright, we'll be starting in like 10 minutes-ish. Firm stream. Firm like tofu. Am I sure I'm not a vampire? No. If I was a vampire, I would need to be at least 30% as rowdy hot girl as Jacquelina. And I am not nearly rowdy hot girl enough to be a vampire. It's one of my oral fixations. Do you know what an oral fixation is? Here, let's talk about one of those. Not necessarily kink, but can be kink related. So an oral fixation, usually when you are like a baby, you start to develop these things. It's things that you do with your mouth that comfort you. And they can develop into one of a category of things. So it's biting, gnawing, licking, sucking, grinding your teeth, and cobbing, which is something that like dogs do, where they go really fast on you. It's one of my oral fixations. So I enjoy gently nibbling on people as a sign of affection. It's a cross between like, what do you call it? Cute aggression and the oral fixation, where it's something I do that is comforting, but it's primarily something I do if I'm like, I like you, or I need to express a big feeling, I will bite. Yeah. Put something in your mouth. That's what it means. There you go. Okay, bye. Education. This is educational content. So you can tell people you learned things from the weird cat adjacent demi-goddess woman on stream. Alright. Now we like to keep it educational here. I like knowing that I can teach you something and we can learn together. Life's hard. There's no handbook for this stuff. It's just a matter of, like, what do I know today that I didn't know yesterday? What did I accomplish better than yesterday? You are always becoming a better version of yourself. We're always growing, we're always living, we're always adapting. So learn something new every day. You might surprise yourself by doing that. The kind of doors that you'll open just by existing. It's kind of awesome. And also bite. What are lips but extra fingers to caress your... Oh my goodness, I love that. Father Malakis, your wifey is winning. Let's go. Extra fingers to caress your partners with. If you are not smooching them, do you even love them? Okay, here's a thought though. What do you think of somebody once told... No. What do you think of partners where, let's say a partner only wants to like kiss you on like the cheek and they won't kiss you on the mouth unless it's for certain scenarios. What do you think of that? Or they'll kiss you on the hand, or they'll kiss you on the head, but they won't kiss you on the lips. What do you think of that? If your lips are fingers meant to caress your other partner, but you will not touch their other lips, is this because you are afraid of hand holding? Is that what that means? As feather is a bird leaf. Oh my god, I love that. DTM, a feather is a bird leaf. And a branch is a tree wing. I love that mental image so much. The only person you have to impress is yourself. That's a really good quote. I like that one, Rainbow. You don't have to impress anyone else. People that give you the ugh or the ick, you should kick them. Kick them in the shins gently. Oh, a cute demon! Hi, Pariku! Welcome to D! Holy hot diggity dang! Welcome on in, readers! Wait a minute. I have a thing for this, but I put it away. D, why did you put it away? Hang on. Where did I put it? Is it this one? This one. Yeah. Welcome on in, Raiders! Hi, I am D the Sphinx, a once wiggly blobcat and now a giant whammon. We are doing the yapping today until we go and raid into Rambidabo's stream. We're going to be playing some D&D with the homies, and right now I'm finishing up an art project that I'm doing for one of my friend's birthdays. I am doing so much better today. Thank you for asking. You guys were doing the yaps today? Here, I'll show you what I've been drawing. I just got into coloring it today. I've been trying to work on this for like a week for my friend Isla. Don't tell, it's a secret. It's a secret, okay? I'm coloring. It's a secret. Thank you so much for sharing your community with D. If those of you who came in on the raid, if you've got a raid and run, that's just fine. Please make sure to take care of yourselves. Go forth, get a snack, go do a little wiggle and a stretch. And thanks for thinking of D. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, where are all my things? Beep. Boop. Thank you, I really appreciate it. We'll be around for a couple more minutes, and then we're gonna raid on into Rainbow's stream. Rainbow Roost is who we're gonna be gaming with today. So, if you find yourself in another strange land, don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Okay? Don't worry. Don't worry. It'll be fine. It's all part of the plan. No, not that plan. It's all part of the plan. No panic! No panic! It's fine. No, don't worry. We're gonna be playing D&D. It's Rainbow's first time doing anything as a dungeon master, playing D&D. So we're all there supporting Rainbow's journey, but our group is very chaotic. On Saturdays, so we do this every other week. On Saturdays, he plays with the group that has my little sister with them. My little sister. Bun Fifi. She's my biological sister. She plays as well, and we're all doing a similar campaign. Apparently the other group is so much farther than we are, but we are the Chaos Crew. It's a great time. It's an absolutely great time. Wow, that was late. Look at these alerts. Slacking. Caught you lacking alerts. You came here to see me press the wrong button? No! Not the wrong button! Listen. I only do that sometimes. 2 groups, 4 people each. Yes, thank you for the lurk. And again, you guys, if you've got to go rest and recuperate, that's just fine. You're not going to hurt my feelings. I really appreciate you sharing your community with me. Thank you so much. That was very kind. All right, I'm gonna draw a little line. Gonna draw a little line so that this piece of hair Doesn't look like it comes from nowhere, so that it looks like it has some substance, otherwise that would look weird. Breaking news, you're cute. Breaking news, Dee told an insurance man, called him a good boy out of habit because he was panicking, and averted a crisis. I'm so happy to be able to be streaming again more regularly. Today I had my second weak cup of coffee, and weak coffee never tasted so good. It's nice to know that I can have these things again after so long being without. Thank you for the love and affection. I appreciate you. Dracon, so you're answering my question about smooching. It was earlier stated, and I love this. Okay, so poetic, hear us out, that fingers are just, or not fingers, let me say it again. Words are hard. That lips are just another pair of fingers you can use to caress your partner with. Winning phrase by the good Father Malakis, whose wife is literally winning at life, just saying. My question to the chat after this was, okay, so here's the question. What if you have a partner who only wants to smooch you in certain places? Like, they only want to give you the smooch on, like, your face or your hand, like your cheek, and they will only smooch you on the lips in certain circumstances. Hi, Kirkland, welcome to D. That's the question. That's the question. What does that mean? What do you think? And so Dracon on the YouTube side says maybe they have hygiene concerns. Do you think you are nasty? Is that why? What do you think? Oh no. No, what's happening here? No. It must be this side. Is this the real side? I don't know where this line is. It's a mysterious line. Mysterious Jack. It's a mysterious line. Okay, let's do the tail. Let's get Isla's tail. Before I forget, let's do Isla's tail. And Isla's tail is going to be this color and this color. It's tail time, tail time, tail time, tail time. Whoop. Tail time. Hi, Wally Dreamer. Welcome to D. Yes. It's nice to meet you too. Thank you again, Kariku, for raiding on in. I really appreciate it. I've got water. Let me see if Rainbow is up. I think the group is gathering, and I need to go get myself a little break right before we jump on in. But look, this is how far we got with the coloring. I should be able to finish this all today. I've just got the tail, my little backsplash, the paintbrush, and then the universe that I'm going to create, along with all my cool glowing effects. I think I'll be able to finish it. I gotta do some shading and shadowing. I'm excited for that. We're gonna go and join in with Rainbow and the crew. We're playing D&D with them, but I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. Okay. I'm gonna get some water too. And we will raid in. I'm also gonna grab a bagel. Bagel sandwich time. Let's go. Nasty can be good. I like the cut of your jib. Ah! Pelting me with love and affection. I appreciate you too. Ah! Oh, wrong button. That's the right button. Thank you guys so much for coming to hang out with me on a Cozy Friday. We've got a little bit left going on today. We'll be joining Ilala on her stream for her birthday as well. We're gonna go play some more. We're gonna hang out with Rainbow and a crew. Let me make sure I'm in the right chat room. All right, Let's go play Dungeons and Dragons with the dragon. And those of you who came in on the raid, again, thank you so much for popping by. It was wonderful to meet the new faces today. Thank you so much for thinking of me, Pariku. That was so kind. Thank you, thank you. And I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Onwards to Bemis! Today's stream is done, but not the fun. We're about to go head in to hang out with Rainbow. And then later on today is Isla's birthday bash. I'll do a little bit of a snooze and relaxation. Let's prepare for the rage, shall we? Ha ha. Thank you for coming to hang out with Dee. Anyone who is a follower, you have access to our lovely little raid emote. You can just drop some of these in the chat. We're gonna go send love to Rainbow because I'm gonna go join them for gaming. Oh my god! Mari's also got her DM screen up. I'm so excited that everyone's getting into tabletop RPGs. Nerdism, let's go! Alright. And Mally's up! Mally! I love Mally. Her new model is so cute. Alright, let me search because it's not showing me. Rainbow Roost. Rainbow Roost, are you live? You live? Question mark? Go live. Rainbow underscore Roost? Oh, he's not live yet. No! No! I can't raid you. Why? Bro! Go live! I can't raid unless you're live! Okay, I need the Benny Hill scene. Ah! Do I have the Benny Hill thing? Hang on. This is absolutely in the moment. This is the moment. Hang on. This is very important. Yeah. Come on, Rainbow! I'm trying to raid you so that we can go and play things. We can't play if you're not there. What am I supposed to do with myself? How are we supposed to join D&D if you're not even live for me to see? I don't even understand what you wanted me to do. Come on, Rainbow! I'm waiting. Come on, Rainbow! Go live! I need to raid in, but I can't. You're not there yet. Oh, you live now? Okay, great. Wonderful. Now we can do this. Bye on YouTube! Take care! Also, a happy birthday. Okay, I will let them know happy birthday. I'm very impatient. No, I'm very patient. But I don't want to leave you guys waiting. If I leave you waiting, you'll disappear! It still says no rainbow. Looking for rainbow? Come on! Oh my god, it's still telling me no rainbow. I'm gonna light it on fire. I'm gonna manually raid rainbow. It's not letting me raid you. Why not? Okay. /raid. There we go. We're going to Rainbow Roost. Let's go. Okay, bye everybody. Have a good one.